Hi, hello, namaskar, and a very good evening to all of you. This is Aditya Bose, your career coach from Toprankers Udan, and in today's live, we're going to answer some more of your important questions about career, career of your child, your own career if you're a student from class 8 to class 12 watching this. Welcome to today's episode number 2 of Ask Your Counselor. So, yeah, let's look at the top 4 questions that we have chosen today to answer. Okay, what is question number 1? Question number 1 is: My child faces sociocultural pressures regarding their career choices. How can I help? Now, let us understand what can be the possible socio-cultural pressures. Of course, our society has a lot of societal stereotypes regarding career choices. One can be that if you have a daughter, a lot of people will advise career options from a very generalized point of view. So they'll also include a lot of social stigma. So let's say somebody can very well tell you, and I'm pretty sure that this is some advice that you've already heard. Um, your daughter should become a teacher. That way, she'll be able to do both housework and schoolwork or professional work, so she'll be able to come back on time. Now the point is, this is not how teaching as a career should be chosen. Teaching as a career should be chosen if she loves teaching, not because she can do housework also and she can also take part in professional work. And this is very like um, you know gender biased thing to say, but people do say these things, right? Another societal stigma would be choosing career options like engineering, career options like medical science, career options like IAS officer. How many people want to become graphic designers? How many people want to become fashion designers or um, maritime lawyers? That number is much lower because people are not aware about these career options as much. There are not enough people in general society right now that you'll see, around you pursuing these career options. Although these career options also have a lot of scope. Your child should be choosing a career option based on what they love, what they are possibly good at, and what can give them happiness of creating impact while doing the work, where they have the maximum potential to earn well. Now, to overcome these stereotypes, information is very important. So keep doing your research on different career options, on their scope, on their the societal status that you get if you're doing well in that career option, which is mostly, if you're doing well in that career option, you will receive a good societal status for sure. You will earn well for sure. So, what are the different career options, scope of growth in that career option, industry growth in that career option? All of these things, keep having a look at, keep researching, and consult a career coach to better understand where your child fits in this whole ecosystem. So, which career option is the best for your child based on their interests, abilities, career preference, personality type, their willingness to do that activity a lot more, their willingness to create a certain kind of social impact. That is what should be looked at. I think these productive discussions between students, parents, and the career coach will help you absorb the societal pressure and will help you actually make a choice that is beneficial for your child instead of what's the template and a very generalized and a very biased template given by the general society. And of course, all of us know by now, I have repeated the statistic many times. I'll do the liberty of repeating it once again. 93% of Indians know about only 7 career options. 60% of people are dissatisfied with their jobs. Lack of career awareness leads to job dissatisfaction. It's very strongly, I won't even say correlated, it causes this job dissatisfaction. And you'll be able to see it in general society. So don't fall under the pressure of societal stereotypes. Consult a career coach, research well, talk with your child regarding this. These conversations will definitely help you absorb the social pressure. I hope I was able to answer this to some extent. Now, going forward, okay, what is this question? My child has special needs or learning differences. How can career counseling accommodate their unique challenges and strengths? Okay, it's a very good question, and I think you should always look at capitalizing on your child's unique strengths. So I think perfectly put. In terms of special needs, I would say there are different career options which suit students from different special needs very well. Specialized career counseling can help you identify those for your child, like which are the best options, and out of that, again, which one would suit my personal, moral, social, lifestyle, and practical values. So, firstly, to understand the options available, you should do research. Again, the same answer. You should do research, you should consult a career coach, have enough resources at hand. Next, understand your child's personality type, your child's interests, and map that to the best career option available. So as an example, you'll see a lot of visually impaired people doing really well in terms of telecounseling, telecalling, helping people with guidance over something, teaching, all of these professions. You'll see auditory impairment affected people doing well in software engineering and a lot of other professions like accounting, let's say. So for different kinds of special needs, you have different career options which fit very well. And out of that, then you have to make that choice. So do your research to understand that, consult a career coach to understand that, and then map as per your child's personality, your child's interests and abilities. Next question. Okay, I'm unsure of how to balance supporting my child's career goals with ensuring they have a backup plan. How can career counseling help us strike this balance? Again, a very good question. A backup plan in today's times is very much needed if you have a big dream. Because students these days, let's be very honest, are ambitious. Back in the day, me, you as parents watching this, I don't think we were very ambitious. We just wanted to do something that helps us with survival, helps us live our life peacefully in a settled manner. Settled, that word we use a lot. Now, in today's times, what has happened is children, you know, for the parents who are watching this, I'm sure you are earning well. Your children have a, good access to resources. And hence, I think they're able to dream big. They have good quality education. They have educated parents to teach them stuff. Why won't they dream big? But the problem with dreaming big is not every big dream gets fulfilled. We have to accept that. If you want to have a company which is earning 1,000 crores of revenue every year, can happen. I hope it will happen. But it might not happen as well. That is a possibility. If you want to become a Bollywood playback singer, big dream to have. Can it happen? Absolutely yes. Will it happen? Not sure. It might not happen. It might never happen. You might be a very good singer also, but still it might never happen. Similarly, if you want to become a national level dancer, if you want to win an Olympic medal in gold, Olympic gold medal in any kind of sport, if you want to become an IAS officer. So let's do a bit of statistics, right? Let's say if you want to become an IAS officer, 13 lakh people attempt the UPSC CSE almost every year. Out of that, 200 people hardly will get selected as IAS officers. Very low selection rate. It's not that only 200 people are smart enough. There are a lot of smart people, but out of that, only 200 people who gave the exam well, who prepared well, who were lucky on that day, all of these things, the combination of these things will ensure who becomes an IAS officer that day. And it's not even about that day, it's about a full process, prelims, mains, interview. So that's about IAS officer. Now let's talk about doctors. 20 lakh plus people give the exam every year. There are hardly 1 lakh plus seats in MBBS in India. Let's say including another 50,000 students who might want to go outside for pursuing MBBS. But in India, it's a 1 out of 21 selection rate right there. So there's a very big possibility that some of your big dreams like this might not get fulfilled. The statistics are even more unfavorable if you talk about becoming the national level player of any sport, or if you talk about becoming a Bollywood level or a national level singer, or if you want to um, win the gold medal in Olympic in some sports. It's very hard that that dream will even be fulfilled. So while you should pursue it, keeping a plan B helps you go all in instead of being scared while pursuing that dream. Right? So you're not afraid all the time that will I be able to achieve it? Will I not be? You're not thinking in that zone. You're thinking that I will definitely be able to achieve this. And let us say, by chance, if I don't achieve my dream, I have a plan B, at least survival is not affected. So, like in my case, when I started a startup, and at the age of 22, it was a very risky step to take. So, my backup plan was my degree in engineering. I could have dropped out because I knew that engineering is not of great interest to me by my first year end only. But why I stuck to it is because I wanted that degree. It was from a good college. And I knew that if a startup does not work out, in most cases, they don't work out. 9 out of 10 startups fail in India. So, very little chances of success actually. So I knew that even if it does not succeed, I can use my engineering degree and at least get a foot in the door for some interviews. And if I've prepared well, which I will do in case my startup does not work out, then I can get a job. So, like that, you should definitely think about um, having a plan B which gives you confidence. So, that plan B, again, to give you a few cases. So, Ravi Chandran Ashwin is an engineer. So, he kept that plan B. Rahul Dravid did a BCom. That was his plan B. So for cricketers, it's like that. Then if you talk about Javagal Srinath, who was again a fast bowler, he actually during his cricketing career only to have a plan B completed his engineering. Venkatesh Iyer is was a CA aspirant. So like that, a lot of people have their plan Bs ready. For IAS officers also, people who aspire to become IAS officers, they always have a job related or some degree related plan B ready. So you should always have a core academic plan B that helps you in making sure that at least you will get a job because there even the average ones get a job. So giving an example, if I'm an average cricket player, I won't be able to earn anything. But if I'm an average engineer or if I'm an average doctor or if I'm an average um, teacher, let's say, I hope I'm not, but let's say, then at least I'll be able to earn something. I'll not die hungry. So a core academic backup plan helps you with pursuing your plan A with more focus, with more confidence, with more optimism. So, yes, definitely keep a plan B and it should be structured like I told you. Last question I'll be answering today. Okay, what does this say? My child is interested in multiple career options. How can we narrow down their choice? Okay, I'll maybe read this a little slower. How can we narrow down their choices and take a decision? Hmm. It's a very common thing these days that since you have much more knowledge about different career options and career coaches like us keep spreading awareness, now there are no more four, five, two career options to choose from. Now we have 12,000 career options and awareness is being spread. People like you are following this channel, they're getting updates, they're telling their children. So now you have a lot more options. Plus, the number of options has also increased from back in the day. There was no app developer earlier, there was no UX designer earlier, there was no prompt engineer earlier, right? Job descriptions have changed a lot. So it's very common for children in the age of social media to see somebody looking cool while pursuing their profession and then want to do that. And then the next day they look at somebody else doing something completely different, but they are also looking cool. Now I would want to do that. So I'm just seeing cool people every day pursuing different professions, and everything is attracting me because I'm just seeing the outcome of it. And that is where you have to help the child understand in your conversations with him or her, in your conversations with the career coach, that these career options have a certain input as well. And it's the input, it's the process that you should also enjoy as a professional in that career. So, which process do you enjoy? Now, that won't come out to be in every career. It's impossible. Or, in most cases, it's very difficult to happen. That your child enjoys everything, right? They enjoy the process of engineering, they enjoy the process of surgery. Very difficult. In fact, I would say impossible only. So, when your child does these activities, does these test drives, they'll be able to understand where I enjoy the process. And once that is finalized, once a career option where they enjoy the process and their interests, career preferences, abilities, and personality type align, it has an industry with scope. That is the career your child should be pursuing. So now their whole focus can be on that career option which they have chosen in consultation with the career coach, in consultation with the parent. But they have chosen it themselves because they understand now that A, the criteria for choosing was me enjoying the process, and B, now that I enjoy the process so much, I'll be pursuing it. So yeah, once they have chosen it, they'll be much more focused in pursuing it. They'll hopefully also increase their marks going into boards. They'll um, want to fulfill the eligibility criteria for that particular course, for that particular career option. So yeah, I hope I was able to answer these questions to some extent and was able to provide you with some insight. And keep asking us questions, keep letting us know your doubts. I'll be very happy to answer as many of them as I can over the period of time. Please keep commenting on YouTube, asking your questions. You can also ask your questions on different social media channels. So we have a bunch of them. We have a WhatsApp number where you can WhatsApp us and ask questions. We can also answer your questions over email. So you can email us at career.coach@toprankers.com. We have a Learn Together community where we are already answering a lot of questions. So it's udan.toprankers.com. There you can log in, ask a question, and you'll get an answer within 24 hours. Plus, if your question is really good, I can also feature it in the next episode of Ask Your Counselor. Okay. If you want to walk into the center, so we have a center in Bhopal. We have 32 such centers across India. So you can visit any one of them and ask these questions offline as well. Um, you can also ask us these questions on Instagram or Facebook. and of course on YouTube comments. Thank you so very much for watching this live. Thank you so very much for joining us and always motivating us to keep providing you with such career tips. I wish your child a very successful, a very sustainable career. And again, a very good evening. This is Aditya Bose, your career coach, signing off.